Tonight, we will ask candidates to support legislation that will specifically create conditions for quality, affordable child care accessible to families at all income levels. As the owner and director of a child care business, Marci McLaughlin knows firsthand what needs to change.
My name is Marci McLaughlin. I'm a single mother of 3 wonderful children. I began a child care center almost 10 years ago because I wanted to provide quality care for other families with the added benefit of being able to stay home with my own children. Now my center cares for 90 children, has a large staff of caregivers, and quality care for each child remains an important part of my program. A mom came into my center and told me that her son had been kicked out of almost every child care that they had been in. Not long after the spicy 4-year-old started at our center, he came in with his shoes untied. I asked him to tie his shoes. He fell to the floor across his arms and shouted back, "I don't want to tie my shoes. I won't." Then I realized how he'd gotten thrown out of all those other child care centers. I got down so I was eye to eye with him and said, "Well, you don't have to, but when you trip on your shoelaces, you're going to get hurt, and it isn't going to be any fun." Giving him his own choice and making him responsible for the consequences is part of quality child care. Now he gives hugs and cooperates with my staff. We love him. He knows we respect him, and he respects us. I've been very fortunate to hire exceptionally caring and compassionate people, and most of my employees are mothers. But many centers haven't been so fortunate. Child Care Center lacks the funding for continuing education for their staff, and we have no way to pay for health care. So many of caregivers have to move on to other jobs just to make ends meet and raise their own families. Where does that leave the children who desperately need and deserve the best care possible? Also, 98% of the families that I care for are low income and are on state subsidy and pay a higher tax rate. I see these families suffer every day. I know what it is like to be a single mom and make less than $20,000 a year. In this state, that means we are in the highest tax bracket. I may no longer be in that tax bracket, but I still think it's unfair. The tax system has created an unfair tax pressure on those who can least afford it. Most of the ones that I see suffering are the children. Thank you.